Good day guys, nice to have you here. Today we'll discuss the buff Martis recently received on the advanced server and how it can impact his performance if it gets released on the original server. In addition to that, we will also discuss the good and bad decisions I made in the game, together with the usual dose of tips, tricks, and strategies that are all guaranteed to help you win more games. We'll skip the boring laning phase, but if you want to learn the secrets of dominating the XP lane, I suggest watching this video instead. Before we continue with the gameplay, let me explain more details about his passive skill and recent buff and why I think this is super powerful. Martis gains stacks every time he casts his skills regardless whether he hits an enemy or not. The stacks he gains maxes out at 4 stacks. Gaining stacks originally only increased his attack speed for every stack he gains, but now, if it reaches max stacks of 4, it also provides tremendous temporary bonus damage to Martis. The damage he gains scales according to his level. At max level of 15, the damage he gains is almost the same as buying Blade of Despair. The worst part is, this bonus damage can last an entire clash if someone knows how to maintain his stacks by reducing his skill cooldown and also proper skill activation timing. In my opinion, this buff is too much. Either the developers scale down the bonus damage, or they increase the max stacks needed in order to trigger this effect. Here's the rest of the gameplay, and as promised, I'll also provide some tips along the way. Oh, and yeah, almost forgot. His second skill's first dash can now go through some walls. Not really that significant, but still a good buff nonetheless.
Turn them to shreds. Another one.
When playing as Martis, I highly suggest prioritizing his second skill and ultimate's level over his first skill. His second skill deals multi-stages of damage, and leveling it improves the damage it inflicts. This skill also works great with Bloodlust Axe, since in addition to gaining HP from the spell Vamp, the skill itself reduces damage received, therefore tremendously improving Martis' survivability. The buff Martis received also made it more appropriate to get Vengeance as his battle spell. I mean, come on, he already received so much damage from his new buff. Getting more spells or extras is just overkill at this point. Vengeance instead will prolong his presence in clashes and can be an excellent way to outplay most enemies. As you saw, Martis gains an unfair advantage in the event he outlevels the enemies. The fact that the bonus damage he gains from the new buff scales according to his level spells bad news for level-gapped heroes. Not only will his base stats be higher, the temporary bonus damage he gains will also be tremendous. If you look at my equipment, the damage items I had weren't even that powerful. Like I said earlier, it's important that you reduce his skill cooldown. Doing so will help you chain skill combos easier, which then extends the duration of his max stacks. The longer you maintain his max stacks, the longer you get to keep his attack speed and physical damage bonus. This buff, in my opinion, will turn Martis into a very tanky yet destructive hero. Because of this buff, he will only need very few damage equipment. If this becomes official, having 1 or 2 physical damage equipment will be more than enough for him to carry the team. Speaking of carrying the game, carry yourself in style with the official Debringer merch. We have apparel, travel mugs, tumblers, and so much more. Here's the best part, you can also customize your own merch by either using a combination of the designs we already have available, or you can give it your personal touch by uploading your own design. Click the link below and check it out. Instead of getting War Axe, a good substitute is Blade of Despair. In my opinion though, that's best purchase on the late game because of how important cooldown reduction is for Martis and keeping his stacks, especially since his first skill's cooldown is much longer at lower levels.
Who here is worthy?
Launch attack! Legendary! Initiate retreat! Double kill! Legendary! Destroy the turret! Ally has been slain. Legendary! Legendary!
That concludes our Mobile Legends content for today. Do you agree that this buff is too much? Or do you think Martis deserves something like this to finally become one of the most feared heroes? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you haven't yet, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Stay safe everyone. Peace.